Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're reviewing the Jaguar I-Pace. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Jaguar here in Salt Lake City, Utah for giving me some time with this car. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. So let's go over the EV specs with the I-Pace. First off, we have a 90 kilowatt hour battery pack paired to a dual electric motor setup. We've got 246 miles of electric driving range, 384 horsepower, and then 512 pound-feet of torque. And the I-Pace happens to have a front trunk. It looks like we also have the charging cable in here as well, but that adds to the practicality. Now, before we move forward with this video, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, I think it actually looks really cool, and yes, that is functional right there for those of you that are wondering. And then notice the Jaguar logo there in the center, and then I love the headlight design as well, and then R dynamic there at the bottom. And putting it all together, it has a very sleek design. Now, coming around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 245, 50, 20 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see here with the wheels, silver on the outside, metallic gray there on the center. And then as for the rest of the side, you guys can see we've got some crazy lines happening here, but it's actually pretty smooth for the most part to help out with aerodynamic efficiency. And then here is your full side view with the I-Pace. Now here's a look at the key fob. Notice we have an opening, or unlock rather, for the front trunk, also for the rear hatch, your lock and unlock for the doors, and then the Jaguar logo on the back. And then popping into the rear here, it's actually pretty spacious. We also have a cargo cover built in from the factory as well. And then we have a 12 volt here in the back too, which kind of adds to the practicality. But anyways, press that and then I'll lower the hatch back down. Now I've got Jaguar's signature taillight design here. You can see the Jaguar logo there in the center, parking sensors at the bottom. And putting it all together, again, really sleek design. It's definitely different from other Jags. Now taking a look at the door panel, you guys can see soft touch all the way down, and some stitching goes across. We've got our speakers here for the Meridian sound system too. And then really cool stitching design with the seats perforated all down the center as well. And then legroom back here is really good. We also have a storage pocket, some vent action, heated seats, USBs on top of that. And there's even stitching on the back of the seats, which is interesting. And then headroom, it's actually good. Now taking a look at the front door panel, you guys can see again soft touch all over. We've got all of our window controls here, mirror adjustments, again more speakers for the sound system, and then blind spot mounting with the mirrors. And then you guys can see the Jaguar cat there on the headrest, and then again perforated all down the center portion. Power adjustments here on the side, and then notice here for the parking brake, and then front trunk, and then for the rear hatch to open those. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you guys can see soft touch all around, and then really nice trim here on the steering wheel. We got stuff like our adaptive cruise control, heated steering wheel button on the steering wheel, controls for the center stack, and you guys can see the stalks here on the back as well. And we got this big digital gauge cluster here in the center, really cool look overall, and it has all of the electric information you need there in the center. Lets us know our state of charge, how much range we have, all of that. And then in reverse, you guys can see we've got a backup camera with stretch lines that turn with the steering wheel. And then as for the infotainment system itself, just like the unit you'll find in other Jags, also Land Rover product as well. I like that. It shows you, again, right there with the state of charge and everything. Potential plus 3.7 miles if we do things the right way, right? So yeah, cool stuff right there. And then notice the stop start is actually just below. And then this is like the fanciest looking hazard light button I think I've ever seen. And then we have our multi-function controls here, so you push in and then that will adjust the temperature, and then you can also do the seat. So kind of a cool thing, and then you can pull for the fan speed. So I think that's all fun. And then down below you can see the transmission selector here with the buttons. And on the other side you guys can see we actually have an off-road cruise control. That is very interesting. You got your drive mode select, and then you can see stability control, and then this is for the suspension to raise and lower it. Cup holder action here, and then center console's got good storage, USBs. And you guys can see the stitching and padding right here. And then speaking of soft touch, the dash also soft touch. And then glove box, pretty good storage. And then we do have a camera, rear view mirror, and then you've got a glass roof, which is really cool. And then premium headliner as well. Here is our window sticker. You guys can see all of the standard equipment. Base MSRP $72,000. We do have some options added to it. Total MSRP $79,053. Let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility of the hood and hope you can see the heads-up display. Both the mirrors, just do a blind spot monitoring with the rest of the rear. And transmission select got me, took my brain like a little bit to figure it out. The 2 brain cells I have this morning. I'm still trying to get used to working in the morning instead of the afternoon with the filming section of the day. But anyways, outside of my work schedule flip-flopping, seats are actually pretty comfortable. It amazes me that Jaguar is able to make seats that look so aggressive, and they really do hold you in place too. They're really bolstered, but they're still comfortable. Like, you think these seats, looking at them, you'd think they wouldn't be comfortable, but they are very comfortable. So I think that's quite impressive. It's smooth too. It's really cool. Yeah, I haven't driven one of these in years, and I forgot how well this drives. Let's see what drive mode I'm in. So comfort. Okay, so we're in comfort mode. I like the actuation on the drive mode button too. I think that's pretty cool. It's so quiet. I love these multifunction controls. They're so fun to use. Yeah, it really is. It really is really quiet. And the things that impress me about modern Jags is just how good the fit and finish is with these interiors now. It's all very tight. Kind of sounds like, you just hear a little bit of whirring. Kind of sounds like a spaceship a little bit. It's fun. I like it. I like what they've done here. Yeah, it's just smooth. It's not like some, you know, EVs are like, they're going hardcore with the noises the car makes. This is definitely not the case with this. It's just cool though with the sound that it makes. It's just cool. It's not overwhelming. Wow, that person's biking fast. So the dude's like kind of going, and then that lady's like going. That's so funny. I love it. I love the effort. Yeah, it's interesting to see what it's like in dynamic mode. Now, something to understand is that this one obviously does not have a full charge, so you know, it's not going to be, we're definitely going to lose a little bit of power most likely with the acceleration, but we'll still see how this feels in that dynamic. Ooh, maybe it doesn't. Wow, that hit hard. that felt every bit of the 384 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. I'll get another one, but man, that hit hard. That was, ooh, that was quite a bit. Yeah, again, I love that. I love just how smooth this is. Okay, let's. Yeah, it's got some get up and go. That is for sure. It has some get up and go. I love this. So yeah, summing things up, this is one of the quote-unquote older EVs, right? We've had a ton of new EVs released recently, and the I-Pace, it wasn't the first EV to come out, but like, this is one of the first EVs that I actually reviewed on the channel. So it's been around for a little bit, and it still holds up really well to modern EVs. You know, like the mid 200s for the range, like that's what a lot of other luxury EVs have. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the I-Pace, but I think this is very interesting. It's a very interesting looking Jag, that's for sure, and it drives really well. It's fast too. I don't know. I think it's a fun vehicle overall. But yeah, let me know what you think.